It's time for you to build a community in California. It's time for you to collaborate and network and pour into our people. You know, you would be surprised how many of our people need our help.
Yeah. So I went to school to be an educator, to be a PE teacher, and my passion lies in that, in education. Pat is one of our mentors, has been a mentor for a couple years.
But David?
Yeah. So he talks about there being 4 phases that most of us go through. And when we start as entrepreneurs, we start in the survival phase. So a lot of us are trying to get our business off the ground, get started. And then when we do start to pick up a little bit of momentum, you enter the status phase. That's when people start investing in hires and offices and upgrading the home or the cars and so on and so forth. And what follows is the freedom phase, which is when you start to equip your people with the systems that can then allow your business to run without you, so that eventually most of us can enter the purpose phase. So the last one is the purpose phase. I am in the freedom phase. I'm building the team, building the systems, the people to where it can run without me. And there's been tremendous progress in this season, but I'm not in the purpose phase. And I'm conscious of it. I know you have recommended for me to, hermano, échale ganas with the community. A lot of our people need us.
Yeah.
And my heart is there. My company is also built to sell. I know I got to go on a 10, 20-year run. I'm committed to 10. I have amazing people pouring onto me to help accomplish that. And for those that are Latino leaders that I can relate to, that I know that they have families that migrated here just like a lot of us, I have a lot of respect for it. I admire them because they're already living in the purpose phase, which is what I see you doing, which is why I wanted to connect.
Yeah.
If there's anything, a little bit of influence that I have that I can, hey, these are the people that we got to follow, guys. Trust.
That's love.
You know, that's why I'm here. The little bit of following that I have, I'm honored to redirect them and then let them know that there's someone out there pouring onto our people to get them hopefully into the freedom phase, so that all of us at one point can not just work to check off what some of our whys might be, but so that we can reach the purpose phase that God has for all of us. So
so aligned.
Andy,
so aligned.
Yeah, bro, it's beautiful.
When you're talking, you've already mentioned 3 mentors.
Yeah.
And I think something special about you that pops out to me is the fact that you did seek mentors. Yeah. And a lot of times, you know, immigrants like Armenians, Iraqis, Mexican immigrants, they feel like getting a mentor is sort of like, it's like beneath them, you know, like, they're just going to take my money. So can you speak on that? Like, what first made you reach out to mentors? What triggered in your mind? And then if you can, shed light on, you know, what mentorship has done in your life, how it changed you, and why you started seeking more mentorship.
Yeah, so I grew up playing sports. So
What did you play?
soccer.
Ooh.
Yeah, in Goodyear, bro. In Goodyear,
Yeah.
they have nice.
What was your position?
Center, mid, and depending on the opposition,
I was a
sometimes I
goalie.
was a forward. Really?
I was a goalie on my life.
You would not have liked me playing on the opposite team, bro.
Yeah.
Damn, he just slammed.
I'm kidding.
Yeah,
By the
yeah,
way, he's got the bare paws. That's why
I was a good goalie, bro.
I thought you played football.
Brother, so my first big sport, I mean, I'm Mexican, bro, like soccer, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I used to watch, you know, back in the day, Saguinho,
damn.
Campos,
Oh,
you know what I
damn.
mean? Like, yeah, like I grew up watching those guys from, you know, World Cup 94. That's when I was a boy.
Nice.
And these guys were like superheroes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right, Rafa Marquez and, you know, El Capitan, I don't remember number 4,
Matador.
Nacho,
I know what you're talking about.
Nacho something, right? Like those are the guys I grew up watching, you know, and I grew up, you know, admiring. And Campos, bro, when he came out, he had swag, right?
dope.
For any, you don't know who this is, bro. Iraqi, you guys probably don't even have a team, right?
Come on, bro.
Right? No disrespect, of course.
We
bro, you know what
almost
I mean?
won.
Nah, come on, bro.
We
Be
went
real.
up there.
Didn't you guys? Oh no. Who beat,
against
who
Puerto
beat
Iraq
Rico.
don't have
We
no
lost.
soccer team.
I don't know, bro, but I know we went up, like, we went into the World Cup and, like, we lost to Portugal.
Because
I
we
think
went
you
to
beat
Qatar.
Kuwait.
Yeah.
A uno de mis most loyal leaders in our company, I met him, and we'll go back to the mentorship. This is a great question.
Yeah, we got so sidetracked.
So
You're dressed like Jorge Campos today, bro. That's what I'm saying.
yeah, you actually
See
are.
what
bro.
I'm saying?
Campos
Yeah,
would
you're
pull
dressed
up
like
and
Jorge
stuff like that.
Campos
He
today,
dresses
bro.
like me.
Yeah, he does. He's got swag.
He got swag.
Yeah, so me and one of our leaders, we went to Qatar, right? You know, he's been paying his dues, sacrificing. I salary myself a very not even reasonable, bro. I've been living below my means for a couple years.
Good for you,
To
bro.
allow
Beautiful.
for the company to have the funds to continue to make hires, to reinvest,
You're,
and all that.
Sal, you're kind of guy, huh?
You're
Yeah,
definitely
but-
my-
He's like, he's speaking high language. Huh?
But to one of my leaders who's doing the same thing, because he knows where we're heading, he knows the exit strategy. He's been doing the same, and we're both huge soccer fans, so we both went to Qatar. It was dope.
That's amazing.
That's
man.
amazing.
Let me ask you something. First, should we answer your question? Because
Yeah,
I know
it'd
your
be
question
great.
is pretty
So-
solid, bro.
yeah,
I
Like,
got you.
people,
what do
bro.
you think, bro? Should we answer it?
Yeah, I got you. So I grew up playing sports, so I always saw the value in having the leader overseeing what you're doing that you should double down on.
Yeah.
And for there to always be someone there that is able to see blind spots. So I started learning from people on not social media, on YouTube initially.
YouTube University, huh?
YouTube University. Shortly after I got into entrepreneurship, I hired my first coach 3 months.
Who's your first coach?
His name is David Halpern. He actually just passed away a month ago.
God bless him.
Yeah,
God bless him.
he taught hundreds of agents, of business owners all across the country, but a lot of his clientele was in the LA area. And I was honored to be one of the 3 who were friends and family that got to speak in honor of his life. So yeah.
That is, wow.
But here's where I see mentorship, brother. It's really just paying for speed. You know, the coaching I've gotten tells us that if we want to unlock new levels of success, these 2 things have to shift. It's typically beliefs or skills.
But where did you learn that? Because here's
It's not normal, yeah.
here's no. Let's be honest, right?
Yeah.
We Mexican Americans, we don't believe in investing in ourselves. We don't believe in mentorship. We don't even know what mentorship is, and we
think
don't
it's a
know.
scam.
We think it's a scam. We think you're going to rob us of money, right? We just don't understand what it will do for our lives and our business. So where did you learn that?
I can't pinpoint. I'm going back to sports and just always being open to receiving help. My job was to develop an eye for like the judgment of character and whoever is pouring onto me.
Discernment.
Discernment, yeah. So that's been developing over the last few years. Again, why I'm here and doing whatever I can to support you and everything you're
Same,
pushing.
brother.
But yeah, so I was saying, brother, it's the first 6 figures it's gonna require for us to unlock one of these 2 things. It's gonna be certain beliefs. We got to debunk certain beliefs and develop certain skills. The first quarter, the first half, the first mil, for me to work toward getting our company to its first 8 figures. I know there's new sets of beliefs that I have to adopt, and it may require a new set of skills for me to learn or to hire for, and those just keep changing depending on the level of success that we want to graduate into. And it's something that luckily I became aware of, and now putting myself out there to share our testimony so that hopefully other Latinos, I have a special place for Latinos, bro, in my heart. It's just,
Could tell.
you know what I mean? So
Why
have a
why
hard
is
time-
that?
Well, because I have a lot of pride in the last name. I have a lot of pride in the sacrifices that my parents have made. I know what the grandparents did to give us an opportunity. I know I did a little bit of digging to find out what walking through the freaking desert was like.
What it took
What
for
it
you
took-
to be in the position that you're in.
Yeah, so that's our immigrant edge, and many times we forget, and this generation loses sight of what our ancestors, could be parents, grandparents, have done. I haven't, bro. So there's a lot of us Latinos who are sleeping on that. You know, we've lost that perspective, and I want to be a vessel. I want to be an instrument that God allows for me to use to get that message out there, because I still go out to visit. I go out to a couple 3rd world countries, and we get to, we just came back from Bali, the wife and I. Took 2-3 weeks.
Wow.
Went to Bali, Japan, and Singapore. We went to a couple places, and it just really does something to you, bro, when you see that no matter, there was a dude that was working, bro, he said 20 hours a day. He's like, if I could squeeze in a little nap in between.
In Bali?
In Bali,
What was he doing?
Uber
Uber. In Bali.
or taxi, and he was a taxi driver or Uber.
Yeah.
Point is, bro, and they're not looking to check off things off their like bucket list, bro. They're trying to survive.
Survive,
He said, my role as a husband is to provide. It's an honor for me to serve in this manner, to provide for the family.
Wow.
Y acá nosotros, bro, we have access to people that have have unlocked the beliefs
See.
and have developed the skills that are now focusing most of their time in the purpose phase of like their life, teaching our people the skills and helping them unlock the beliefs that are keeping us stuck.
Andy, what would you say to
that was deep.
What would you say to that Latino that, you know, maybe is taking over his dad's business, right?
Yeah.
And his dad's been doing things his own way. He hasn't incorporated the new technology that we have access to. You know, what would you tell that kid? You know, I say kid, 18-year-old, 20-year-old, 25-year-old, whatever, but they're taking over that business. What kind of guidance would you say to that person right now if they're listening?
Ideally, you want to enroll your business partners, and the best way you can do that is by bringing them exposing them to the Carloses, to the Empresarios workshops, to the Next Gen conference, because many times if we don't have a proven track record and it's just wishful thinking, they might not believe some of the things that we're saying, but when we put them in an environment where the people on stage are sharing what they've accomplished, and they can enroll your father or the family or the business partner or the spouse, then you get an opportunity to get their support, you know, so that hopefully they don't become the roadblock. You know, it'd be awesome if you're not going to be actively supporting, then at least be neutral, not actively sabotaging.
Right.
You know, the desire
That happens a
to
lot.
continue to expand the business.
And I assume that you've seen a lot of sabotage from probably friends, family.
It's ignorance, bro. It's a lack of ignorance. It's a lack of, again, it goes back to a lot of our people don't lack skills, bro. Our raza, all of us, so many people are skilled, bro. In a very humble way, I'll share the following. So we invest a lot in mentorship and coaching, and we go into these rooms where people pay 10 grand to get access to be in that room. So then you're in this room and you hear the amazing things that certain business owners are able to accomplish. They built multi-7, 8, even 9-figure businesses. And as an athlete, you can't help but think, do I feel like I could play ball at that level? Like I'm hearing them speak. I don't want to say size someone up, but around there. It's kind of like,
right.
can I play ball at that level?
I love that.
And many times I've gotten validation by being willing to pay to get in the room. I'm going to get there, bro. I have so much confidence that in due time, if I pay my dues, if I'm patient, if I'm do good business, if I'm integrative, if I stay humble, if I just do a certain number of things, I'm going to get there. God willing, I'm going to get there. And now I come back to general society and I'm like, oh my God, so many of our people don't even know that they have the skills to accomplish so much more. God has gifted us so many tools that we're not even conscious of, but it's because the beliefs that we're subscribed to don't even allow for us to know how valuable they are.
Yeah.
You know, so
they're in the vicinity, but they're blinded. They can't see it.
So
There's a saying, like, I mean, we say it all the time, you know, nobody could outwork a Mexican.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And like,
and
that's
the
just fact,
hard
but,
thing is that
you know, that other part is what's
tengo un
missing.
compa. I have a compadre, but sorry to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
I have a compadre, and he teases me. Es bien malcriado. He's like, compa, you think that behind the computer, like, he says in Spanish, he doesn't say it in English. He's like, you call that work, bro? He's like, saquen una pinche pala y póngase a chambear. Las pinches manos no tiene, like, he's like, you guys, your hands are freaking, you don't even have blisters, bro. You have nothing. Like, do you? So it is an incredible quality to be someone that is familiar with hard work. It's a requirement, it's a prerequisite for success. Yeah. But the next one is how to be a knowledge worker, how to learn how to work through like this right here.